And what about ye, pet?
Huh? Alfie made a valiant attempt to look like he'd been paying attention. What about me, what? Great Aunt Sheila jabbed him in the ribs.
When's it gonna be your turn?
Oh, God. Was that going to be the question now? Well, it's just how it is, he mumbled. The DJ, who was probably somebody's uncle or somebody's neighbour or somebody's neighbour's uncle, was playing Erasure's early 90s classic, Always, which at that moment swept into a passionate crescendo. Sheila cupped her hand to hear.
Eh?
This was local speak for, I'm sorry, could you say that again? I'm not really...
Eh?
Always, da-da-da-da-dee-do. I don't think I'm the marrying... Harmony, harmony. Oh, fuck it. The thing is, I'm sort of gay.
Eh?
I'm gay.
You what, pet?
Gay! I'm gay, I like cock! Whoa. That was way too loud. It seemed to echo in the silence and... Wait. Silence? Of course silence. The song had ended a couple of seconds ago. Which meant Alfie was standing there, in the middle of his best friend's wedding, yelling about cock, while everybody stared at him. He wasn't an expert, but he was pretty sure there were better ways to come out. Great Aunt Sheila rolled her eyes.
Well, we all know that, pet, but it's no reason not to be settled down in this day and age.
Oh, right. He was too dazed to manage anything more coherent. It was we, and how did they know when he barely did himself?
There's more to life,
Sheila went on with the dogged wisdom of the far too bloody old,
than bums.
Alfie waited, hopefully, to die. And didn't. Thanks. Uncle DJ finally remembered he was meant to be providing music, not allowing the room to fill up with awkward revelations of homosexuality, and hastily fired up the Macarena. While everybody was distracted, Alfie reeled away to the relative safety of the finger buffet. The centrepiece of the whole arrangement was a tin-foil hedgehog skewered with cheese and pineapple pieces on cocktail sticks. This was as close as northeast England got to a canapé. He ate one out of long habit. The pineapple was dry, the cheese too rich and faintly sweaty. It tasted of home. He could feel about 30 people trying not to look at him, so he began vigorously helping himself to the potato salad. It was basically a bowl of wobbling mayonnaise with a few unhappy potatoes bobbing in it. Then came the clicking of dress shoes behind him, and he had no choice but to turn and face his best friend. Kevin was shiny-faced with groomly joy and stuffed uncomfortably into a morning suit that had clearly been chosen by someone else, presumably the bride. Alfie had known Kevin for nearly his whole life, and he'd never seemed like a heliotrope cravat sort of bloke. "I didn't know you were poofter," he said. Alfie picked up a sausage roll so big he could barely get his hand round it, and then wished he hadn't. "Yeah, sorry." "Eh, well." There was a pause. "Are you sure?" He nodded. It was one of the few things he was sure about. "I don't know, man. Done sooth for 5 minutes. First you're talking like a reek punce, and the next thing we know you're an ass bandit." Sweat prickled the back of Alfie's neck, oozing beneath his collar. "You don't just turn gay the moment you go past Leeds, and believe me, your arse is very, very safe." "Oh, aye, like you haven't been after it for years." Kevin slapped himself soundly on the buttocks and grinned. It was meant to be a joke, so Alfie dutifully tried to find it funny. "Nope. I really haven't. Sorry if I wrecked your wedding. I didn't mean to tell you like this."
"Don't be daft, man."
There was another pause, somewhat more fraught than the last. And then Kevin went on plaintively, "I just didn't get it." Alfie ran his hands through his carefully spiked hair. The least he owed his friend was some sort of explanation, but he hardly knew how to start. He'd left South Shields, his father's son, and now he... well, wasn't? "It's complicated," he tried.